Last night, I was expecting Wemby to be the best defensive player on the floor. That happened to be Luka. 5 steals, 2 blocks. Luka Dončić all over the place making the impact. I'm saying, oh, Luka is really out here, and he's playing with this type of force, and he's on a mission. And we talk about the revenge tour. Yes, that was a prime example last night.
The NBA prayed this day would never come. They hoped Luka Dončić would stay complacent, maybe coast on raw talent, just flashy enough to tease greatness, but never actually claim it. But after a shocking trade that blindsided everyone, something wild happened. A transformation no one believed possible. Luka Dončić has become the league's ultimate nightmare, and he's doing it in purple and gold. Every time Luka suits up, the Mavericks look dumber for letting him go. That blockbuster deal, Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and a 2029 first-rounder shipped to Dallas for Maxi Kleber, Markieff F. Morris, and Luka freaking Dončić already looks like one of the worst trades in NBA history. And with Luka lighting up scoreboards like this, we might have to invent a whole new level of terrible deal.
Spin move, but the shot wouldn't go down. He rebounds his own miss. He's going to go back up. He fakes Gobert out. Oh, man, Wesley Matthews, you should see the smile on his face.
The Mavericks completely folded at the table. Just one pick, no Austin Reeves heading back to Texas for a 5-time All-NBA superstar in his prime? That's insane. And to make things worse, Anthony Davis, the guy Nico Harrison handpicked as the centerpiece, rolled into camp out of shape, still refusing to accept that his best position is at center, and yep, he's already in street clothes after tweaking his calf in Game 2. Davis has never been the definition of durable. Max Christie's doing his best on a mismatched Dallas roster that's starving for offense. But let's be real, they traded Luka Dončić. They didn't just lose their franchise player, they handed the Lakers the keys to a future dynasty. But enough about Dallas's disaster. Let's focus on what's really happening. The rebirth of a generational talent. What happens when one of the most gifted, competitive hoopers alive gets betrayed mid-season, takes it personal, and spends the whole summer locked in like never before? You get revenge mode Luka. At just 26, he made a choice. Drop the extra pounds, get serious, and rebuild that body like a machine. Since early June, he's been intermittent fasting, hitting 2-a-days in the gym, and focusing on strength, mobility, and endurance. His trainer, Harvey Barrio, said Luka's lower body power and balance are next level. His legs are like anchors. Once he plants, good luck moving him. Barrio told reporters, "We've always known Luka wasn't flashy because of dunks. His magic's in the way he controls the floor. The handles, the timing, the passing, the precision. He breaks defenders down with pure IQ. But now, picture that same Luka, stronger, faster, lighter, and meaner. With upgraded stamina and quickness, he's moving like a storm you can't contain." Before debuting his new frame in LA, Luka test drove it at EuroBasket 2025 and absolutely cooked everyone. He carried Slovenia to the quarterfinals before losing narrowly to eventual champs Germany.
Doncic looking. Castle right with him. Doncic a 3. Puts it in! Luka Dončić from downtown.
Luka led the entire tournament in scoring, 34.7 points per game. He dropped 42 on Italy, 39 on France, and another 39 on Germany. He made the all-tournament team for the second time in his career. The first was back in 2017 when he led Slovenia to gold. But it wasn't just buckets. He averaged 8.6 rebounds, 7.1 assists, and 2.7 steals, tying for the best defensive mark in the event. Lakers GM Rob Pelinka couldn't stop smiling, telling ESPN, "Luka's EuroBasket run proved to everyone he's on that ultra-short list of best players alive, if not the best." And he wasted zero time backing it up. In his first 2 preseason games as a Laker, Luka looked sharper and quicker. Clearly, the off-season grind paid off. The team eased him back in after his heavy international workload, but even in short bursts, the difference was obvious. Head coach JJ Redick said it best. Luka's in a better headspace this season, clear, confident, and totally locked in. Even with LeBron James sidelined by sciatica, one of Luka's childhood idols turned teammate, the torch passed fast. Luka took the stage alone and turned it into a full-blown statement. He opened the season with 43 points against Golden State, then exploded for 49 against Minnesota, 92 points in just 2 games. That's the most ever by a Laker through their first 2 games, surpassing Jerry West's 81 back in 1969. It also pushed Luka past Michael Jordan for the 4th most points. to open a season in NBA history. And even after missing 4 early games, he came back on fire, putting up a jaw-dropping 200 points, 55 rebounds, 46 assists, 10 steals, and 3 blocks through his first 5 appearances. The message is clear. Luka Dončić didn't just switch teams, he switched gears. The league's worst nightmare is finally real. Luka's rewriting the record books in real time. He's officially the first player ever to start an NBA season averaging at least 40 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists through his first 5 games. According to Real Sports app, his actual numbers are wild. 40 points, 11 rebounds, and 9.2 assists on a blistering 50% shooting. The Lakers have seen legends before: West, Kareem, Magic, Kobe, LeBron. But what Luka's doing right now, it feels different. Every single possession runs through him, yet he's never rushed, never forcing shots. It's like he's orchestrating chaos with total calm. Just look at his latest masterpiece, a 118-116 win over the Spurs. Luka dropped 35 points, 13 dimes, 9 rebounds, 5 steals, and 2 blocks. No Laker in history has ever posted that exact line in a regular season game, and he did it against a team with Victor Wembanyama guarding the paint. And the craziest part, he didn't even shoot that well, just 9 of 27 from the field, only 33%. But Luka doesn't care about pretty box scores. He hit the shots that mattered, including a dagger 3 with 2.5 minutes left that sealed the deal. Here's what makes him terrifying. Luka's reading plays like he's watching the future unfold 3 steps ahead of everyone else. Take this play against the Heat in the first quarter. Luka catches the ball on the right wing, surveys the defense for barely a second, and instantly spots Rui Hachimura's defender cheating inside. Without hesitation, Luka lasers a cross-court dime straight into Rui's hands in the opposite corner. Catch, shoot, splash, 3 points, nothing but net. You can't teach that kind of vision. And then came the moment that broke social media. Luka versus Bam Adebayo, top of the key, one-on-one. Bam's one of the best defensive bigs in the game, right? Didn't matter. Luka hit him with a nasty crossover that sent Bam leaning the wrong way, then sliced past him like a ghost and kissed it off the glass for an easy layup. Effortless. That's what dropping weight and adding lateral speed does. Guys who used to keep up with him are now getting cooked every possession. And if you thought the stat sheet was done, think again. According to OptaStats, Luka has either scored or assisted on 311 total points through 5 games, the most ever by any player to start a season in NBA history. Nobody's ever opened a year like this. What we're witnessing isn't a hot streak. It's the beginning of something historic. Luka Dončić isn't trying to live up to the Lakers' legends. He's building a brand new legacy from scratch. Every game, every record, every insane stat line is another brick in his empire. But dig deeper into the advanced numbers and it gets downright scary. That best version of Luka yet talk? It's not hype, it's facts. Off the dribble, he's torching defenses, ranking just behind Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and teammate Austin Reeves in total points. Scored on drives. His touch around the rim? Absolutely ridiculous. A career best 67.2% inside the arc and an unreal 85% at the rim. He's bullying teams at the line too, shooting 78.9% while getting there more often than ever. And even though his threes aren't falling yet, his true shooting percentage sits at 63.6%. That's potentially the highest mark of his career. And once his outside shot heats up, forget it. The league's cooked. Only 3 players have ever paired this kind of offensive load with that level of efficiency. James Harden, 2019-20, Joel Embiid, 2021-23, and Giannis Antetokounmpo last season. That's the company Luka's keeping right now. Elite MVP level dominance. And here's the wild part. He's not just scoring. He's leading the league in points, top 5 in assists, and top 6 in points created via assist, all while carrying one of the heaviest offensive burdens in the entire NBA. What Luka's doing isn't just greatness, it's domination with a smile. Luka's running the entire Lakers offense like a maestro with a basketball. He's first in usage rate, touches, and time of possession. The ball's in his hands nearly 45% of the time he's on the floor. But here's the insane part. He's somehow posting the lowest turnover rate of his career, just 11.3% of possessions. That's unreal efficiency for someone controlling the game this much. His assists are up, his turnovers are down, and it's all because of that growing chemistry with his bigs. DeAndre Ayton and Jackson Hayes. Those two rim runners keep defenses guessing, opening even more room for Luka to go to work in that buttery mid-range and floater zone he owns. He's hitting nearly 2/3 of his shots from the paint floater range and about 50% of his mid-range looks. That's cold-blooded consistency. Now, throw in reliable shooters like Rui Hachimura and Jake LaRavia, who've both been lights out from deep, and what you've got is one of the most dangerous offenses in basketball. According to Synergy Sports, the Lakers are scoring 1.185 points per play when Luka runs a pick and roll, the fourth highest mark among players with at least 50 such plays this season. Only Jaylen Brown, Austin Reeves, and Ryan Rollins rank higher. For context, Luka's previous career best in that category was 1.157 back in the 2023-24 season. The same year he dragged the Mavericks to the NBA Finals. And right now, when Luka's on the floor, the Lakers offense hums at a rate that would beat the top-ranked Rockets offense in the league. The team currently sits 6th in points per non-garbage time possession, according to Cleaning the Glass. But with Luka out there, they look downright unstoppable. But what's really shocking this year is Luka's defense. That's right, defense. Against the Spurs, he tied a career high with 5 steals. His block rate, steal rate, and defensive rebounding numbers are all sitting near career peaks. We already know Luka's offensive dominance is automatic, but this version of him, locked in defensively, reading passing lanes, jumping gaps, and forcing turnovers, that's new territory. That's MVP level impact. Even his teammates are stunned. Rui Hachimura said, "I've never seen him like that. But you know, he's trying to be more aggressive on defense, and that's what we need from him too." Marcus Smart, when asked to describe Luka's season so far, came up with the perfect word: fantasticness. And Luka himself summed it up best. That's the whole point, trying to help the team win. Sometimes it's scoring, sometimes it's other things. Well, he's doing all of it, and more. The Lakers are 7-2, sitting second in the West behind the defending champion Thunder, who just took their first loss in Portland. All this while Luka missed 4 games, LeBron's yet to play a single minute with sciatica, and Austin Reeves sat out a few with groin soreness. Even with those absences, the Lakers aren't just surviving, they're thriving. As long as Luka keeps this up and the supporting cast keeps their rhythm, the Lakers are going to be a real problem. A team that can torch you with Luka's pick and roll magic and clamp down on defense, that's not just a playoff squad, that's a championship formula. The NBA once feared Luka might eventually become the league's best player, but nobody thought he'd do it this fast. On the biggest stage, in the brightest jersey with pure vengeance in his heart. Luka's not chasing greatness anymore. He is greatness. This isn't just Luka's redemption arc. It's the start of a new dynasty. The NBA's been warned, and time's up. Hit that like and hype button if you think Luka's out for blood this season. Subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next, and check out one of these videos on your screen right now.